Hey everyone, Jake here for American Trucks, and in this video we're taking a look at this Denali style upper replacement grille in chrome fitting 2014 and 2015 Sierra 1500s. If you wanted a Denali and just couldn't make it happen or couldn't find one, but you still want that look, then let me be the first to introduce you to this grille. This is a factory style Denali grille. It's going to fit your Sierra and give it that more upscale look for about half of the price that you pay at the dealership. Now, I am a big fan of putting upgraded factory-style parts on a vehicle. It's an easy way to elevate the look and feel of your truck without having to worry about fitment or compatibility issues. Plus, it's something that only the eagle-eyed enthusiast will catch, but it's not going to draw too much attention from casual passersby. And this grille is exactly such an upgrade. Instead of that wide bar sort of format the non-Denali trucks have, this one has the more open mesh type of design while still retaining space for the GMC logo. It's going to open up the front end of the truck quite a bit, and I happen to think it makes the whole front fascia look a bit more subtle and, dare I say it, more classy? Obviously, you can form your own opinion, but there is no denying that this is a more classic, timeless look than some of the other factory grille options. And it keeps the truck looking like it just rolled off the showroom floor at a GMC dealer. This is a great way to get the visual update you're after and that Denali look without having to pay the Denali price tag for your truck or for the part itself. The whole thing is made using ABS plastic, the same material that your factory grille is made from. Now, ABS is known for its lightweight and durability, and it's used extensively in automotive parts, so it's nothing to fear here. This is made to fit exactly like your factory grille too, so it will just bolt in without any other modifications, meaning that not only does it look good, but it's easy to install. We'll touch more on that though in a moment. Now, it is worth noting, of course, that this one obviously does not come with a new GMC badge, so you'll either have to swap your old one over or go ahead and get a new one. The good news continues though, particularly because this is only going to run you about $300. And while $300 isn't nothing, that is about half of what you pay if you bought this type of grille directly from GM. I looked for you, and unless you want sticker shock, don't bother. This is going to give you the same type of construction quality and look that you'd get from a factory part, and it's only going to cost a fraction of that factory part. So if you want the upgraded look, this is definitely the way to get it without hurting your wallet. Installation is going to get a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and the job should only take you about 1 hour to complete. This is going to come with the mounting hardware you need, and all the tabs are right there from the factory, so you don't have to do anything other than unbolt your regular one and bolt this right in its place. No other modifications needed. Definitely something that anyone can tackle at home, and with that, let's head on out to the shop and we'll walk you through the process.
Tools required for this install include a ratchet, a clip remover tool, plastic pry tool, couple different size extensions, 7 and 10 millimeter sockets, T15 Torx socket, and some U-clips.
What's up guys? Today we're installing a front grille on our Sierra, so let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is remove our radiator cover. We have a bunch of push clips holding this on, so I've got a clip remover tool to pop those out to remove our cover. So now I'm going to take that clip remover tool to just pop out the inside of the clip and then pull the whole clip out. And we'll just do this all the way across our cover. And with all those clips removed, we can just lift up. Next, we can remove the 4 bolts at the top of our grille. So I'll take a 10 millimeter socket to remove those. So next we can come down to our wheel well. We have a 7 millimeter screw followed by a T15 screw right behind it. So I'm going to start with a 7 millimeter socket to remove the lower screw. And I'll switch to a T15 Torx socket to get the second. And now with both of those removed, we're going to pop out the clips on our fender flare. And then that will give us access to our lower trim piece. So you can just get your hand behind that, pop that out, and do the same thing on the other side. So now with the corners of our lower trim piece popped out on both sides, we can just work our way around, popping out all of our tabs until we can remove this. So now with our lower trim panel removed, we have access to the bolts at the bottom of our grill. We've got one on the outside corner, one towards the middle, and the same two on the other side. So I'm gonna take a 10mm socket and pull these bolts out. And then do the same thing for the two bolts on the other side. So now with all of those bolts removed from our grill, we can give it a pull straight back to release the clips to remove our grill. So now with our factory grill removed, we're gonna have to disassemble this to get a couple pieces that we're gonna swap over to our new grill. We're gonna have to remove our emblem as well as this inner structure. So we have a bunch of 7mm screws holding this piece in and some clips that we need to release to remove our emblem. So now I'm gonna take a 7mm socket with an extension to remove all of our screws. We have 3 at the top, 1 on each side, and then 2 in the middle at the bottom. Now with all of those screws removed, we can lift up and remove. Now we can release all of these tabs that are holding in our emblem. The part in the center you can push in on and that'll release it. If you need a little bit of leverage, you can use a plastic pry tool here. So I'm just gonna get one hand under the grill to get some space for our emblem to pop out. And then just start pushing in these tabs to release them. And then we can remove our logo. So now we're ready to assemble our new grill. A quick note before we do this is to attach that inner structure from your factory grill. You're gonna need to grab some kind of U-clip. So I've got this one here. This is just gonna slide over the post. And then I've got some new bolts that go with these U-clips. So we can thread that in to tighten that down. Now you're gonna need 7 of these clips in total. You're gonna have 3 up here, 1 on each side, and then you're gonna use the inner 2 on the bottom, just like the factory, and you won't be using these outer 2. So now you can just take the clip, slide that into place, and just do that same thing, working your way around. And now we can lay this piece onto our new grill, line up our holes, and start threading in our new screws. And then with those in place, we'll grab that 7mm socket and tighten these all down. And now we can take our emblem and lift up on our grill,
line that up, press it in to engage all the clips. And now with those in place, we can install the clips that are going to go into the truck. So we have 4 of these, and we're just going to slide them onto our 4 posts. We got 2 in the middle and 2 on the outside. And now with all that done, we can get this grill onto the truck. So now we can line up our grill and push it into place to engage our clips. Now we can come to the top of our grill and reinstall our 4 upper grill bolts. And then while we're here, we'll slap the rad cover back on and reinstall all of our clips. And you can take a 10mm socket and tighten these all down. And then we can lay our rad cover into place. Get all of our holes lined up. And we can grab our push clips and pop these into place. Now we can work on the bottom of our grill. We have those 2 bolts on each side of the bottom of our grill that we can take a 10mm socket to reinstall. And then do the same thing on the other side. And now we can line up the tabs on our lower trim piece and slide this into place. I'm gonna get the clips in the grill engaged first. And that way we have a little bit of slack on each side so that we can tuck this underneath of our fender flares. And now we can come back to our wheel well and reinstall our 2 screws. The torque screw is going to go at the top here. And then the 7mm is going to go in the front. And then we'll take our T15 torque socket to tighten down the top. And then we'll switch to our 7mm socket for the bolt in the front. And then do the same thing on the other side. So that'll wrap up this review and install of the Denali style upper replacement grill in chrome for your 2014 to 15 Sierra 1500. Thank you for watching, and for all things Sierra, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.